This is the former hill capital of Sri Lanka, Kandy. Kandy has its own history and many locations and monuments that bespeak an ancient grandeur. It is also the last capital of Sri Lanka's line of kings and the repository of the sacred tooth relic of the founder of Buddhism, Prince Siddhartha Gautama of Nepal. Once a year in August, the city of Kandy is transformed to host the largest and most iridescent pageant in Asia. The Kandy Perahera, winding its way over 2 hours through the streets of Kandy, is heady, colorful and fascinating. From the fire eaters to whip crackers, hundreds of traditional dances, thundering drums, and over 100 majestically caparisoned elephants carrying relics from adjacent temples guarded jealously by the numerous temple trustees, all paving the way for the pièce de résistance of the pageant. The caparisoned majesty of the chosen pachyderm, who, it is believed, carries the sacred tooth relic on its annual tour of Kandy. This is the procession known as the Rangoli Perahera, the finale of the prestigious Sri Dalada Perahera or procession which bears the sacred tooth relic of the Lord Buddha. It winds its way through the streets of Kandy, the country's hill capital, and on towards the Temple of the Tooth. The event draws massive crowds every year, and you can see now all the details of this grand and spectacular event. Large crowds gather every year to witness this glorious event, which has been held over many centuries, first elsewhere and, for the longest time, in Kandy. At the vanguard come the whip crackers. The whip crackers play an important role in the procession in that their task is twofold. One, to clear the way for the rest of the procession that follows, and also to alert the crowds of the approach of the majestic procession. This is an ancient tradition dating back from times when there were no public address systems such as we are familiar with today. Thus, the whip crackers and even the fire wheel dancers with their acrobatics alert everyone to the advent of the procession. Interestingly about the fire wheel dancers, some of them have one fire wheel which they twirl around their person, while there are others who twirl 2 batons with flames on either side around each arm. Yet another category of fire wheel dancers are on stilts, and they are twirling a fire wheel in front of them. This highlights certain aspects to a religious ritual such as this. One such aspect is the invocation of the 5 deities presiding over these celebratory activities. One such deity is fire, which also provides light. It is also an opportunity for these fire wheel dancers to display their skills and artistry. In addition, this is also a puja or an offering of light, which symbolizes wisdom. This troupe of fire wheel dancers have been performing this art for at least a decade. They throw the fire wheels up in the air and retrieve them. There is a certain magical aspect to this art. When a person twirls one of these sticks, the continuous twirling motion appears to the viewer as one continuous circle of fire. Following the drummers are the stilt walkers, which is another specialized art which adds color to the procession.